Alright, so I just dodged a 1234 triple autofill game. It's time to have a look at 9.6 patch notes. Warning, I sound different because I was sick yesterday. Now I'm snacking on some buttered bread. I'll probably go make some soup after this. Woohoo! Patch 9.6, what needs to be done? What are we hoping for so far? We're hoping for Evelyn nerfs. We're hoping for Ezreal nerfs. We're hoping for a Conqueror buff. Let's have a look. Silas, blah blah blah. Kale. Giving her a nerf. Update to include Ginsu's and Blade of the Ruin King in her recommended. That's good. Kale is looking quite strong, especially if players learn how to play her. But her W and E can feel awkward since she typically builds on a lot of attack speed. 8% per 100 ability power, so that's a 2% down. Celestial Blessing applies its effects on cast. And the effect is... I don't know. Judgment Kale updated VFX to be more spooky. Good. They upped her attack speed growth? What the fuck? We're pulling back a bit on Nico's mid-patch nerfs, especially making sure her basic attacks feel good in lane. That's pretty big. No longer procs twice in a row at very high attack speeds. Cool. Ornn. W cooldown decreased. Changes recommended. Can no longer accidentally cancel E and R dashes to upgrade ally items. Ooh, that sounds like a problem. Cooldown by 2 seconds. That's fine. It's actually going to be pretty big because he builds like Glacial Shroud. He has quite a bit of CDR in his kit, or in his build, so sounds pretty good. Definitely needed something. Base mana up by 40 on Urgot. Mana regen up by 0.2. Removed. Not even my final form. No longer deals 10% reduced damage to enemies hit in the last 5 seconds, stacking 3 times. Damn, that's good. Mana cost down from 65 at all ranks to 40, scaling down to 0. Damn. But the shield is gone entirely. That was really annoying. So that's a pretty big nerf in my opinion. Cooldown goes to 0, becomes a toggle at max rank. Cool. Grant 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. Okay, so the shield goes on E now. That's actually a... Instead of bonus health, it scales on attack damage and bonus health. Damn. Okay, I like that. It does make more sense for it to be on E. Cooldown 14 seconds at all ranks. The range has been increased by 1,000. Damn. Well, 900, but basically 1,000. Cast time is up by 0.1 seconds. And the base damage is up by 75 at rank 1. It's pretty impressive. Well, 75 at all ranks, I guess, using some quick maths. That's cool. What did they say, though? We cut Ergi's legs out from under him a couple patches ago. Thankfully, he's got a lot of them. So we're confident we can get him back on his feet. Haha. We're moving his shield from his W to his E so we can turn Purge into a permanent toggle late game. Letting Urgot become a walking turret. It also grinds people up and leaves them to disdainfully bleed to death. Cool. Aatrox, some bug fixes for icons. Aatrox's passive is no longer removed when he's reviving. Basing the whole damage up by 50 at all ranks. Cool. Cooldown on Nar's Wallop. What's his W in base form? This is only in Mega Nar form? So we're making his Mega Evolution a little more attractive for players to use. Okay, cool. I like that. That's the stun, right? Because his Q is the throw. So this is the kind of looks like Kane W. But it's not Kane W because it doesn't knock up, it just stuns. I like that change. Nar's cool. Deals 10% additional damage per stack on Rampage. I hate Hecarim already, so that's kind of annoying. More quickly empowers Ivorn's attacks when he enters the bush. Fine. Slight Jace nerf. Jace is a little too oppressive in lane. In pro play, players understandably love a guy who rocks melee-like base stats along with ranged functionality, changing his base stats to be more similar to those ranged champions, making him more vulnerable early. Cool. I think Jace has always been really good, especially with people that know how to play him. Taking 0.1 off of Blanc Q, not really a big problem. Armor is up by 3.5. That's good. Staggering blows. So this is the stun. It's passive. Now goes to 6 seconds at all levels, so that's pretty good. I like that. I think Nautilus, more people should play Nautilus. It's just really fucking easy to play. Impossible to fuck up. I like it. Cooldown up a little bit. Attack damage down a little bit. That's good. I don't really like being the one shot by Rek'Sai, especially when you can't shoot him for a couple seconds. It's a pain in the ass. Shen buff. Kingslayer, ability power down, empowering heal down. Good. W attack speed increase. Trundle's kind of annoying. Not super happy about that. Bonus attack speed on Xayah. Up to an additional 20% at max rank. That's really good. We want to encourage more marksman picks at higher skill levels, so we're buffing a few options towards viability. That's really good. Zoe, Sleepy Trouble Bubble, cooldown up by 2 seconds at max rank. And the slow is down by 20% at max. Damn. Tier. We told you that we were potentially nerfing Ezreal last patch, and we decided that targeting his double tier build was a better solution than directly changing him. We're putting all tier items into one group so players can't buy more than one tier of the goddess. and subsequently its upgrades. After these changes go into effect, we don't expect Ezreal to stay as super dominant as he has been, but we'll keep an eye on him. That's okay. I think Ezreal is kind of a bit too strong anyway. I'd probably nerf the damage on his ult, uh, and take a bit of that damage off his W, because he is really impressive in lane. Plus he's got like a bunch of escapes. He's kind of like a little chicken shit character to play. You can play him super safe, still deal a bunch of damage. I also feel like Iceborne is a little bit too good on him, but whatever. Brawler's Gloves. Critical Strike is no longer unique. Nice. They changed this, I just noticed this too, from 6 charges to 3 charges of Minion Dismantleizer. And upping the bonus damage by 2%. And you also get it earlier. That's fine. Overheal. Overheal is currently a must pick with pros on ADCs. We want players to more frequently, to have more flexibility with rune paths, so we're nerfing it so other runes can keep up. That's good. Bounties and things have been changed. I guess we'll just kind of see there. Ability proc consistency. These are the things that I really care about. We've gone through the types of ability procs in the game and fixed a few inconsistencies. Now the ability procs split into roughly 3 main categories: on-hit ability, dot and AoE, and pet damage. This work is pretty under the hood for the most part, but there are 3 major changes that'll ensure our proc system feels more consistent moving forward. First, we've unified all on ability hit procs. Now, if something activates on ability hit proc for one thing, it should proc all the other items and runes that do the same thing. This expands the number of abilities that can proc any of these items and runes. For dot and AoE effects, many abilities which fall into both camps were previously labeled as either one or the other. We went through and made sure those abilities are now properly marked as both. Lastly, we're making pets consistent. Moving forward, all pet attacks will share the same proc behavior. Currently, that means that all effects with proc on ability hit, for example, Leandries, Rylai's, and Ludens, all now proc off all pet attacks too. This opens the door for effects that'll proc on ability hit, but not on pet attacks, or the other way around. Okay. Cool. Ranked. We turned off position ranks in North America and Korea partway through last patch and won't be rolling them out to other regions. We want to thank all the players who tried out the position rankings during this time and submitted feedback to the team. Looking forward, we will be partially resetting the top of the ladder when 9.6 releases. As a reminder, here's what that entails. Everybody Masters Challenger are becoming Masters 0 LP. Well, that's kind of a pain in the ass for people that work their way up, but whatever. Diamond 3, 2, and 1 players are demoted by 1 division. Okay, Diamond 4 players are becoming Diamond 4 0 LP. Damn. Sucks to be high elo, man. High-end frame rate cap. Some reports of spiky FPS and a few visual bugs from players who use the uncapped frame rate settings. Since uncapped is currently the default setting, tons of players are, often unknowingly, using it without coming anywhere close to the 240 FPS cap. The next cap down. We're changing the default FPS, doing a one-time switch for everyone currently using uncapped to address the majority of issues. It'd be nice if they had more explanations. Fix a bug where the game would sometimes fail to detect a lever. Lever detection is slightly more lenient if your team wins the game. Lever Buster now takes regional connectivity into account. Okay. Well, kind of a nothing patch. Not a lot of big changes, except for trying to bring Urgot back in. We'll see. Well, I'm gonna go make some soup, and then I'll be back, maybe. We'll see.